Then I saw in the right hand of him who sat on the throne a scroll with writing on both sides and sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a mighty angel proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to break the seals and open the scroll?" But no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth could open the scroll or even look inside it. Book of Revelation, chapter 5, verses 1 to 3. Welcome back, everybody, to my new Let's Play of Black Book, which is going to be another blind play. I don't know much about the game other than what is written on the Steam page, and it only says that this is a dark RPG adventure based on Slavic mythology. Now, without further ado, let's get into the game and see what waits for us. Oh, well, and let's first choose the difficulty. Can be changed in the game settings at any moment. Okay, that's good. Apprentice, for anyone who wishes to experience the story without much difficulty. Enemy damage minus 50. Oh, so looks like we will be doing some fighting in this game. Battle skip is possible. Apprentice, Snutka. Normal difficulty, balanced for the first playthrough, increased. I think, no, we certainly weren't gonna. I think we just go with normal difficulty.
Once upon a time, evil spirits dwelled here in these lands, and in a sense, they still do. I will tell you a story. It happened long ago, even before the revolution. It happened here, not far from Cherdin. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man. I can't recall what exactly happened, but this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard. Which meant that he would pass straight to hell. As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno. To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which Old Yegor kept, and retrieve him. And it was for that reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
I slept poorly last night.
Okay, so I guess this is us. So we are playing Vasilisa, and we're currently at the road to the crossroads. Just after the intro, I can already say that the game looks gorgeous. I like the art style. Again, another game that looks very much like it's painted more than anything else. But let's see what's going on here. I slept poorly last night.
I've been waiting, hoping for you to return.
Okay. Assuming we are at the grave of our beloved, who, going by the introductory story, took his own life.
And you haven't. You never sat at the table. Where are you now, sweetheart? Where you headed?
Well, we just heard. Straight down to hell.
Relatives, and from the warm summer, departed. There's no entrance or exit for you, it seems. Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to.
Well, assuming that this is playing at a time where I guess Christianity was still quite prevalent, so meaning taking your own life, yeah, you wouldn't get a spot at the churchyard.
Enough. I don't believe you would do this to yourself. It'll all be well. All will be well. I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that.
Being a witch?
There's no other choice. I'll drag you from that road myself. Sleep for now. Sleep. I won't be long.
Okay. What can we do here? Oh, so we can... Oh, this is nice. Reminds me a little bit of good old LucasArts point-and-click adventures. So we can look, we can probably interact, and this is, I guess, game settings. Yes. Return to the game. Let's take a look at the thicket first.
I need to go to the crossroads. The pine needles are golden with the sun already.
Okay.
They didn't bury him in the holy ground.
Candles. What can we do here? Nothing. I can click on it, but nothing happens. Or do I need to? No. To the crossroads then? Alright. Oh, there's a herb. We can pick it up. Adam's Head. Adam's Head heals minor wounds. A useful thing on any journey. Replenish 5 hearts. I'm guessing this will come in handy later. I can freely walk? I can. Okay. Oh. To the crossroads. Field.
Spring is so hot this year.
Okay, so I can I turn the camera? No, I can't. I can walk here again. Vilgord.
I have to go to the crossroads. I have nothing to do in the village.
Okay. Is there anything? No, this is just oh, what's this? Scarecrow. And
He guards Vilgard, it seems.
Okay. So, prickrush herb. Witch doctors know ways to protect people from all kinds of curses with this herb. This looks like a shield of sorts. 5, whatever that is. I do hope that there will be some explanation later on. I guess we just go to the crossroads. Prologue. Initiation of a Koldun.
The darkness of the night is filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
How very ominous. Oh, nice. So highlighted names, you can see some further description. Old Ego raised you from childhood after your parents died. He has taught you the basics of witchcraft. Yeah, we saw that in the intro. Look around. So I can talk to him, I guess. What's the double dots? Golbets.
The crosses look old. It seems people were buried here quite some time ago.
Right. Milepost. Is that ice? It looks like
16 miles. Solikamsk, 102 miles. Near 21 miles.
Oh, this most certainly did just blink. Ritual candles. Old and enchanted candles from old Igor's hut. With their help, you can draw a circle that can offer protection against evil spirits. Applies 3 shield on the first turn. I'm just gonna call this shield for now until we know or hear otherwise. There's another herb there again, right? Yeah. More Adam sets. So it looks like we need to get... oh wow, there's quite a few of those things. So it looks like we need to get relatively close to be able to pick up the herbs. One more. Replenish 5. Okay, I don't mind that. It just means that we really have to pay attention by what we can see. But let's talk to old Igor. Or Igor.
So, have you found the candles?
I have indeed.
Well done. All by yourself at that. Seems my teachings were not lost on you after all. Now let's draw a circle. Be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise we'll be crushed by evil spirits.
Okay, make a circle.
I've made a circle. Is it alright, Grandfather?
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good. Too late to dither now.
Think that I can help him?
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book. So says the legend. Well, go on. It's time for you to take my knowledge. Such a long time we've spent together. Parting with it is bittersweet. Well, take it.
Oh, so this is the ominous black book, I assume? Oh wow. This looks awesome.
Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book?
Oh, and I just realized, it looks like our character has, what is it called? Heterochromia or something like this? Where you have 2 eye colors, 2 different eye colors?
The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Well, think about it later.
Well, I mean, if he's taught us all our life up until this point how to be a witch, shouldn't that be the case? Anyhow.
Now speak the words I taught you.
I'm scared. Read the spell. Of course we're not scared.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it. And I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat.
Okay.
For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat. But bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be. My words are stone.
Here are your merchants.
Oh, wow.
Now listen carefully if you value your life.
Okay.
To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon. Time for your first Sagavar.
A spell. Okay. Welcome to your first battle. Each battle consists of turns. You and your enemy take turns, but you always get to go first. You win when you destroy all enemies before you, reducing their health to 0. This is the Black Book. It contains all of your Zagavors. Isn't that the same... I think that's the same term that's used in The Witcher, which I guess makes sense. Because I do think that draws up on Slavic mythology as well. Anyway, contains all of you. Okay, arrow down. Oh, what is this? Urazi. 4, I guess, damage? 4 swords? Do I just click this? Oh. Try using the page Urazi. I think I just did. Press the end turn button to recite your Zagabor. Oh, I see. Death awaits behind the 0 health threshold. Defense prevents health damage. So he has 1 attack, bite. Oh, this is so cool. I like the art. So he has 1 attack, and what is that? Oh yeah, he can only attack us, I guess. There's the, if I move over it, but if you look over her head, and then we don't have the same. Yeah, and this does 4 damage. And turn. Enemy turn. Blocked. Oh. The pages you had the previous turn have changed. The book alters the pages each turn. Enemy attacks can be blocked with the defense icon, so shield, yeah, so we were right. Defense shields you from damage, but disappears on your next turn. Recite the page Avdelai, which has the defense effect. Oh yeah. Avdelai. Okay. And then I guess we end the turn again. And he always has attack, I see.
Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Now draw up a complete Zagavar.
You may combine several pages into a Zagabor. Oh, so I can do 3? What do we have here? This seems to be different. This has a little key symbol on it. This has like a scroll symbol on it. So this and this has a scroll. This also has a scroll, but this one has a key. Rabba. So I'm guessing I could use 2 of those and then 1 of this. Is that correct? Well, since we have 2 attack, let's just go with that. And let's do this as the last one and see if that works. You can currently recite a maximum of 3 pages as indicated by the empty slots at the top of the screen. A Zagabor consists of orders and keys. You can currently recite a Zagabor consisting of 2 orders and 1 key. You can see the type of the page in its upper corner. Alright. It's actually a really good tutorial, so it does tell you everything you need to know and doesn't leave you in the dark. Herbs. Ooh. I can probably, if I want to recharge health, I can use my herbs. But let's end the turn and see what happens. Enemy turn.
Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten.
Interesting.
A couple more spells to rid the world of it.
The Black Book helps you predict your enemy's actions. Study the enemy's intents carefully to upset their plans. So he is going to attack again. Oh. What's this? Ruda. Varahail. Bless 2 and 2 shield. Increases attack of each page for 2. But he only has 1 health left, so 3 shield, plus 2, 5 shield, 5 shield. Scorch it. Deals 3 damage each turn, ignoring shield. But we don't really need that, so we could do shield, shield, and then just this. Oh, something's happening.
Take that, you mangy hellhound!
Old Igor.
Well, now, Vasha, answer this maw.
Are you
You'll
sure
be a
about that?
witch as soon as you return. Well, safe travels.
Sure, sure. Gates of Hell. Okay. How to become a witch. Okay, so there isn't much to see. Black Rift. Is there anything else here? Guess this is the only thing we can click on at the moment. Oh, hello.
Is that you, Vasilisa?
Oh. Well, who are you?
I should congratulate you. For the first seal is open. Only 6 remain. Oh, but will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely.
The Wish. Who are you?
What sort of devil are you?
The devil. No, just kidding.
How rude, Vasilisa.
Oh, he doesn't seem to like that.
I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun.
Khaldun. A sorcerer. Okay.
We will become better acquainted in time, I presume.
Tell me about those seals.
How do I open the seals?
Oh, can't figure it out by yourself, girl. I'm disappointed in you.
Okay, the Wish.
I'm curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed, as legend dictates. Who knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved soon.
That doesn't instill the greatest confidence in me. Who knows? And perhaps. And obviously an entity that surely has absolutely no intent of lying to us, right?
Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? No one in heaven, on earth, or beneath it has ever been able to open the scroll or look upon it. Yet.
Well, we will be the first. Okay, so I guess we've asked, or slash we said everything that we could say, so let's
Let me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet.
Okay.
Have you forgotten your purpose? I made you a witch.
Oh.
How many demons will you take on for your service?
As many as possible, or one? Demons? I have no idea. As many as possible and one. This seems very precise. So maybe if we use this, we just get a... I don't know if this is connected to the cards that we're getting. I'm gonna go with one.
Surely I will only need one at most.
We do not assign fewer than
Oh,
3
well,
imps,
there you go.
Vasilisa. I'll pick out the best among Yegor's old imps for you.
So I'm getting his old goods, yeah?
Now go. Perhaps we'll meet again. if you manage to open the seals.
Yeah, I have a feeling we will most certainly meet again. Nice. Black book.
What? Well, are you awake? The sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home. I understand it's not easy to pass through the devil's domain. So, you've seen it?
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good day. What did I tell you? You should have become a witch a long time ago.
New by Lichka.
Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the 7 seals. I could never open the first one. Here's the second seal. The Aspen one.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Perhaps. I think that demons do play a part. But what spirit is the Aspen one? I'll have to rack my brain a bit. Maybe there's something in the books? You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Must be the Susetkis who told the heads of the families.
Susetkis, a house spirit or hobgoblin, lives under the earth or in the Golbit's cellar.
Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning. Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem. Well, while you were coming to your senses, I've already spoken to most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there, on the table. Do you remember how I taught you bookbinding?
Of course.
Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble. Got it?
Before I go, let's talk about the devil.
Have you yourself met this devil?
I was initiated as a Koldun once. I saw this devil, who gave me my charts.
Charts. A demon or devil who can serve as a Koldun's familiar.
I couldn't even lift the first seal. And you, all you needed was one touch, and it's gone already. It seems there is great power within you. Got it?
Alright, let's get to
I
work.
got it, Grandpa. Time to get to work.
Look for the spirits around the district. Maybe we'll get lucky with the seals. We should not tarry. Who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help.
40 days, the 40th day. In Eastern Orthodoxy, a traditional memorial service held on the 40th day after the death of the departed, after which his or her soul leaves this world. Oh, so I guess we do have a bit of a time limit on breaking those seals then.
God bless.
We're talking about devils and demons, and he finishes it with God bless. That's, I don't know, interesting. Okay. Oh. Alright, so there's a few things we can interact with. The picture. This is a little bit more of trial and error, I find. Purely because everything blends perfectly in the environment. So it's hard to tell which objects you can potentially interact with, but it looks like we have those pictures. We have the bookshelf, the oven, I guess, or in modern words, the heating appliance. And I guess that's it. And then we have some things here. Old Ego. Why is there an exclamation mark next to him? Black Book, visitors. Oh, okay. So if I hover my mouse over here, it highlights the book, but I can probably also click it on here. On this screen, you can change the page composition of the Black Book. On the right side, you can see the current page composition of the Black Book. On the left side are pages available to you, but not in the current composition. You can categorize pages with special filters. You might receive pages that are currently unavailable as battle or task rewards. You can alter the page composition of the book. To craft new pages, you need ruble, I guess a form of currency. The Black Book volume has to stay within the limits of a maximum and minimum number of pages. You may also save 3 different sets of pages and change them as needed. In time, you will uncover even more Black Book pages, which are sealed away at present. You can change the composition of the Black Book at any time, except during combat. Okay. So this is my current composition. I have 1 Vara Hail, which is the blessing. I have 2 Scorched, which looks like a dot, like damage over time. 3 damage each turn, ignoring any death. Shield, attack, and then the keys. Valverse, the page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color in Zagobor. Oh, because you have... Oh, yes, you do have white pages and black pages. Ruda is just 2 plain damage, and Raba is 3 death. Okay. I also have Killer. And I have 10 rubles at the moment. Get rubles by discovering them on your journey or doing peasants' biddings. In exchange for rubles, you can buy new pages, items, and herbs. Sins. Displays the amount of bad deeds you've done on your journey. Death awaits, yes. Okay, so the Aspen seal. Oh, okay. So we've broken, or we've lifted the first seal. A solitary sun stands by the seal. He opens it not for the one that can hold the book, but for the one with the strength to open the seals. Okay. So, because we've lifted the first one, it looks like we've got some cards now available. I think everything is in here except this one. The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. Kila, and it has a, yeah, looks like death. I really like this, and I'm sure this has more meaning behind it actually. All those cards look very like, you know, an angel. You know, a holy man in the sky who protects us. A woman with 2 heads, but under sunlight in an open field. So I guess those are the good and maybe the bad ones. I don't know. What else is here? Black Book. So this is where we are. Map. Okay. This looks like it's a Cyrillic, which I can read just a tiny tad, but currently no. Oh yeah, the candles. Old and enchanted candles from Old Ego's hut. With the help, you can draw a circle that can offer protection against evil spirits. Applies 3 shield on the first turn. Okay. So I can hold certain items. And then herbs. Adam said. And the prickrish herb. And then we have onomasticon, I have no idea. The mill that stood still. Bailichkas. Is that like stories or fairy tales or something like that? A man from Viatka once lived in our village. He would tell us stories. One involved a miller that had to make offerings to a shishiga, or else she would prevent the mill's mechanism from turning. As an offering, he gave part of his stores of flour, grain, and breadcrumbs. On one occasion, he forgot and offered nothing. Sure enough, the windmill ground to a halt. When the man went to investigate inside the mill, there was the shishiga sitting on the grinder, threatening him with her finger outstretched. She suddenly vanished. The miller gathered some tobacco and threw it at the shadows in the corners of the mill at midnight. The windmill started to turn again, and the shishiga stopped causing mischief. Bailishkas are short stories of encounters with evil spirits, which took place in real life. Explore the game to learn new Bailishkas. Encyclopedia. From the encyclopedia you can learn more about Russian mythology and history. You can unlock new entries by exploring the game. Cherdyn Uyezd was located in the northern part of Perm gubernia. Finno-Ugric beliefs were closely interwoven with those of Christianity, creating a unique cultural blend. The first trade route from Europe to Asia passed through Cherdyn, transforming every river, creek, mountain, and hill into a part of European and Asian history. Also, this looks like actual factual sightings. Koldun initiation. As in any neophyte initiation, the sorcerer called Koldun has to pass through the maw of a beast at the crossroads, a banya, or whatever may constitute a boundary space. Most often, the initiation took place at a banya, and that is why the beast is often represented by a fiery dog. In different cultural traditions, the neophyte has to pass through the maw of the totemic ancestor. Interestingly, in the Cherdyn region, this tradition has been partially preserved. In the geographic zone where Russian people interact closely with the Komi people, Kolduns have to pass through the maw of the white swan, capercaillie, pike, lizard, or bear. All of these are totemic ancestors of Komi Permians, and we can see the evidence of this in traditional bronze plaques and amulets. Interesting. And crossroads. Crossroads are one of the key points of travel between the world of the living and the depths of the underworld. It is a place that exists as a boundary between worlds. That is why the heroes of fairy tales often stop at crossroads. They must choose their path. However, any path they choose leads to the world of unliving, the so-called Trideviato Tsarstvo, the faraway kingdom. It is here that they must battle the serpent, or Koshei, who embodies the undead, as well as overcome other difficult challenges. Alright. Koldun initiation, 1 of 2. It isn't easy being a Koldun. Becoming one is a terrifying experience. People tell a lot of stories. One in particular comes to mind. A man decided to punish his neighbor for changing the boundary of his field to a neighboring one. He went to a Koldun and asked, "Give me a chort with which to curse my neighbor." The Koldun replied, "It's not as simple as that. Do as I say, and you will have your chort." He then told him they would need to go to a banya at midnight. So the man gathered his courage and took along his rifle and his cross. Oh, it is airy at the banya. He loaded his gun with his cross and shot at the hearth. A fiery dog emerged and opened its maw. The only option was to climb inside, and even though his instincts told him to, he stopped himself from making the sign of the cross. He recalled at the last moment that if he did so, he would lose his hand. He climbed down into the hearth, of course. What would you have done? As soon as he entered the maw, he saw fidgety little people sitting behind set tables. "I want one small chort with which I can curse my neighbor." The imps replied matter-of-factly, We come in no fewer than 3. The man awoke in the banya with 3 shorts. Father, give us work, we want to eat. He gave them a cat to curse and some other small tasks. More and more shorts appeared. He tried to keep up with the demands of the shorts, but he soon grew exhausted in mind and body. In the end, the shorts took to entertaining themselves with the villagers until all of the inhabitants were cursed. Goes back to the good old saying of careful what you wish for. Knowledge. Oh, knowledge of orders. Increases number of orders in your Zagovor by 1. Auto learning level 5. Oh, maximum number of orders in your Zagovor. Okay, so orders is, yeah, spells, I guess. Keys? Oh no, so it's those different. Okay, got it. Number of order pages available for reading each turn. Number of key pages available for reading each turn. There is a lot to take in and learn, as it seems. Black speech. Okay, so knowledge of orders or knowledge of keys. Fierce words. Pages deal 1 more damage. Level 3. Experience. Vanquish evil spirits to increase your dark knowledge and unlock new skills. Help of Saints. Pages with shield increase their value by 1. Coldun's trick allowing to change 1 card with a trump 1. We don't really know what the trump card is yet, but... Knowledge ability. Number of active slots for items is increased by 1. Shop prices are reduced by 10%. Increases the number of items that can be used per turn. Visiting peasants brings 10 ruble more in gifts. And then book handling. Draw an additional order page each turn. Draw an additional key page each turn. Vias. Page creation cost is reduced by 20%. Understanding the unholy. Choose from 4 pages after the battle. Opening a tooltip does not reduce the experience reward for a correct knowledge ability answer. Oh my goodness. Wow. Demon gifts. Shorts bring 5 ruble more on job completion. You can send 1 short on a meaningless job. Short specialties and job types are visible. That could come in handy. Okay, wow, so that's a lot to take in. That's all in our black book. Let's have a quick look at the red corner. Okay. An old picture of people feeding what I can only presume to be some sort of crossing between a chicken and a pigeon. I don't know. Anyhow, they're feeding them and somebody's watching creepily from above. Well,
There's a great number of books in this collection. Illuminated books of old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace.
oh, near the furnace,
Grandfather
eh?
says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the Domovoy came to be.
Domovoy, a household spirit. Okay. I guess we clicked everything. Let's talk to Old Eager again.
Have you taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
Certainly. About Old Eager, tell us a little bit more about yourself, Grandpa.
So how did you become a Khaldun, Grandfather?
I was born in Vilgard, the 6th son of my father, Yevlan Pichurov. It was a big family, not the richest though.
Vilgod is a large village in Sheridan district where you were born and raised by Old Egor. Vilgod means new village in the Komi-Permian language. Vilgod, new village. much.
When you have so many mouths to feed, it's hard to save money. But we lived well as a family. The house must have been built well. That is to say, I realize this now. Then one year, a seventh brother was born. Timofey he was called. He was a good lad. He grew up, but I didn't look after him well enough. Heavy is this sin of mine. I still feel guilty. Vasya, having chores is a trivial thing. You would do better to protect the ones closest to you, to fight for them.
Oh yeah.
It's knowledge that gives us strength, for we harness their own power against them, with the chores under our control. One day I was looking after Timofey. We were playing with the other children, but I lost my patience with the boy. I cursed him severely, sent him to the Leshi.
Also known as Versa, a Komi word, spirits who are the masters of forests, and sometimes fields and meadows. They control the weather, and also animals and evil spirits who inhabit the domain. Hunters and shepherds have to come to an agreement with Leshis and offer them gifts and bargains.
So the Leshi carried him away. We never found Timoshka. He'd vanished. Oh, it's hard to bear these scenes, Vasya. So hard. So I decided to become a Khaldun. I wouldn't let the Dark Ones harm my family ever again. Or so I thought. Well, I'll tell the story of how I became a Khaldun later. Ask me tomorrow. It's hard to remember all these things of the past. You'll understand when you're as old as me.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about those evil spirits.
How can I recognize evil spirits? How can I know when they're before me?
Simple. You've been to the world of the devil, and now you'll see everything for what it is. The only thing is, the darkness will see you too. Demons and spirits will track you down, and as soon as you glance into the darkness, you'll feel their eyes upon you as well.
Nietzsche.
Be strong. Such is our fate. You make your own way.
Alright. Isba, whatever that is. Oh, Old Eagle's Isba, so probably the home?
How's our Izba built?
A traditional Russian countryside dwelling. Yes, we were correct.
It was built long ago. Lots of people have lived here since. More than half a century ago, it seems. All according to old rituals. You know them by now. But I don't remember who built it. My grandfather, I suppose.
Alright. Time to go.
I have to go, Grandfather. We'll talk later.
Okay. So if we now go into the Black Book. Onomasticon. Under Encyclopedia, we now have Izba. The Izba is a traditional Russian countryside dwelling. They are commonly found in forests, forest steppes, and on the banks of rivers. Usually, Izbas are built from conifers. On forest steppes, Izbas are sometimes built from birches, even though this type of tree is rarely used in construction. The interior of an Izba is laid out according to tradition. Coins and other offerings to the guardian spirit of the house are placed on a shelf in the red corner. By tradition, the hearth was always placed diagonally to the red corner. Cool, that's super interesting. Okay. Shall we... Oh! There's a hatch that all of a sudden appeared and opened. Or did I just not notice this earlier?
Galbitz, in his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house.
Yeah, not creepy at all.
I'll learn to divine from Zisetko someday. If I see one, that is. We don't have a domovoi. Must be difficult to live with Chorts and Khalduns under one roof. Galbitz, in his boss cellar.
Okay.
Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house.
So I can click things several times and get additional dialogue options.
Fedosia, my guest, have a sit on the stove. Take a bite of some bread rolls. Grandfather says that in days of old,
Okay.
they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the Domovoy came to be.
Yeah. It's a shame that the audio continues even if you click it away. But anyhow, should we click on visitors? Peasant seeker advice. He did say that there was one waiting for us, right? Oh, hello there.
God bless Igor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna.
The miller. Is this the miller from the story that we've read in our book?
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out.
Alright. You brought us some money. The least I can do is listen to what you have.
I won't waste your time. I'll tell you straight away. Something terrible is happening at the mill. We were working in the night, when suddenly we heard some strange sounds. And a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. Such a deep blackness. We ran for our lives. You are known for your knowledge in these matters. What should I do now?
Oh, what was it? Tobacco or
During
something?
the night shift at the windmill, he heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations?
Peasants, spirits, and fiends will all seek your advice and help in affairs of witchery. After all, you are a knower. If you answer a knowledgeability question correctly, you will receive an experience reward, which looks like a tooth. Oh, wisdom teeth, wisdom. Ah, this is so clever. Sometimes your answers will influence in-game events. To recognize the correct answer, you'll have to carefully study your surroundings and the onomasticon, which you can open at any moment from your menu. You can also receive a hint by pressing your knowledge button, however, you will get only half the experience. So, I'm gonna go with demons because I think, let's have a look, but I think we've read the story, The Mill That Stood Still. What was it? Shishiga. That's what it was called. This would be nice if those words would also come up in the encyclopedia so we could just look them back up. Anyway, we're gonna go with demons.
Why do you work at night?
50. Why do you work at night?
Demons are at work.
Jesus Christ.
Well, how do you think the millstones turn? Not by the wind alone, obviously. It's forbidden to work a windmill after nightfall.
What do we do now? I did everything right when I built it. Please, help me. I have this old item that you might find useful.
You'd better cough it up if we help you.
Grandma, the businessman, immediately intervening.
All right, Vasha. Look into what's going on with that place. The demon there may be of use to us, you know?
Okay,
I'll find out what's going on with your chort.
okay, new task.
Oh, thank you. I was told you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now.
Who told you that?
He's not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshi, but this miller has some chort.
Leshi, also known as Versa. Spirits were the master. Oh yeah, I think we read that earlier. Yes. Hans shepherds have to come to an agreement with Leshis and offer them gifts and bargains.
Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill.
Okay.
And to make your trip a bit easier, take this herb. It is called an Adam's Head. It will heal you up if anything goes sideways. Time for you to be on your way. Evil spirits won't quell themselves. Well, you get all that? Wanna ask anything else?
Where do I find this windmill?
Don't you remember the one to the north of Vilgord? The devil haunts that place at night, people say. Go there and be back home by sunrise. We have much to do.
Okay.
How do I use the herbs anyway?
Well, it's quite simple. Use them in battle to close up your wounds.
Okay.
Got it, Grandfather. It's time to go. See you tomorrow.
Ah, wait. One more thing.
Of course.
I've sent a chort to Kusheva village. He must have cursed someone. Go there and fix it. You'll earn some money in process.
All right, Grandpa.
You are now on your travel map. Every night it will display different locations. You may go on your way only after you speak to all of your visitors. You can visit any available location, however, your health recovers only after you accomplish your task and return to the Isba. You go, visit your main task location. However, you can't reach it without visiting all of the other locations along the way. The game autosaves each time the location changes. You can also save your progress manually, in which case the game will save as soon as you enter a new location. You can open the map by clicking on your present location. We wish you the best of luck exploring the northern lands of Cherdin Uizd. Okay, so I can go to the old riverbed. I could go to Mogilevsky's mansion. And this is the old windmill, so I have to do quite a few things before. Main task, deal with the miller's chords. Your supplicant says that his chords stopped working the grindstones and started to damage the mill. You've decided to pay the chords a visit and set them down the righteous path. Optional task, visit Kusheva village. Oh, this is nice, it highlights where it is. Okay. Really neat. Valuables. Bailishka's encyclopedia. Okay, so this is where we are. If I click on, because I want to do the optional one first, Mogilevsky's mansion. If I just click on this, not far from Kamgord, a rich peasant named Mogilevsky built his mansion. Set off.
You stealthily creep by the village houses. At least you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice calling out from one of the windows overhanging the street.
Washa, wait! I have business with you. Hush! We'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts.
Wasn't this the other story that we just read?
So curse her a bit, will you? Here's a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
Agree, curse the peasant instead, or decline. Well, the story that we read is that it all got quite out of hand and it killed everybody along the way, so I am going to decline.
I'm not that kind of witch. Just so you know, I don't just go firing off curses left and right.
Exactly, we have a moral compass, so screw you. A small village to the west of the Kolva. I've been there a couple of times with old Egor when healing some cows. This is the place he sent at Short for a job.
You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange, muffled sounds are coming from inside their house. Falling cutlery, furniture moving around.
Approach.
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God himself has sent you to us tonight.
Axinia.
Everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here. Everyone is scared senseless.
Her voice acting is just a tad cringe.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a chort to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea. Then we prayed and went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, it all started.
Is that one? I think we've read this one, right? Jerdinester? Now we had this cult on initiation, we had crossroads, we had ritual behavior. Ritual or behavior reinforced by custom is inseparable from mythology. It is often believed that specific events are a consequence of another. For instance, a peasant suffering misfortune after forgetting to cross himself is perceived as being punished for not observing a ritual. This has resulted in all sorts of popular beliefs. Dishes not locked away at night, or crossed become a refuge for evil spirits. A sick child or a changeling needs to be thrown across the threshold of a house inhabited by spirits who were lured there by the killing of a rooster during its construction. After some time, the underlying reason for a ritual becomes forgotten, leaving behind only the ritual itself. Okay? Yeah, that was it. Ritual behavior. Exit.
Tea time turned into a church invasion. I wonder why these demons appeared in the first place.
Oh, this is a knowledge one. Choose the correct answer to get 50. Press the button to use your knowledge and get a hint, but you'll get 25. Tea time turned... So, do we have anything in here? So this ritual, what did it say? A peasant suffering was after forgetting to cross himself. But how would we know? This is a bit odd. There isn't anything in the knowledge that we have. Does this mean that we're here a little bit too early, or... That was the other one that we didn't do, so... Let's use a hint, because we don't know, and I don't want to... Like, 25 is better than nothing. Tea time. Demons can't enter a house through windows, but their appearance is often connected to poorly performed rituals. Tea. Demons can't enter through windows. So, closing the windows is pointless, so it's about forgetting to cross the tableware.
Did you make the sign of the cross over the samovar?
That must be it. We didn't mark the samovar with a cross.
You must do this. And please remember next time.
You're such a great knower, Vasya. Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
Okay. Oh, we can decide again, leave them by themselves or help them. We're going to help them.
Very well. I will help you. It's no good sleeping on the street, is it?
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some milk for you, Johnny.
Milk.
You come inside the izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The Chorts have certainly had their way here. You make the sign of the cross and take a couple of careful steps deeper inside.
Okay, so we can approach the samovar or we explore the izba.
The
So let's
demons
explore
have
it
made
bit
a
more.
mess. They threw the dishes and cooking pots around, but luckily, the brass utensils seem to be intact. The most damaged part is the shrine in the corner. The icon cases are damaged, and the candles are broken.
Let's have a quick look what the entry tells us. Red corner. The red corner is one of the most important and mystical places in an izba. It is similar in importance to the hearth, since it plays a central role in the home. It is most commonly in the right-hand corner of an izba, across from the door, even in some northern Russian traditions where a porch is situated in an unusual manner. Most likely, ancestral idols were once placed atop these shrines. Following the arrival of Christianity, it became home to the icons of the saints. The other name for the red corner is Boynica, which means a god's place, and it always housed a small icon lamp. The head of the family sat in this corner and oversaw holiday feasts. Additionally, before the funeral, the deceased body of the family head was placed on a table with his head below the red corner. When entering an isba, a visitor would make the sign of the cross over himself while looking at the red corner, even if there were no icons present. Interesting. Let's approach this samovar.
You approach the overturned samovar. Suddenly it shakes and starts to move, and red eyes light up the darkened room. A demon is here.
Oh, that's actually 2 demons. Okay. So we have scroll, scroll, and key. And we have someone who shields, and we have someone who attacks. And because of our candles, we already have 3 on defense. But he's gonna attack with 3. So, how do I decide who I'm gonna go for? Does that matter? Or does it do that automatically? I'm gonna go with... What do we have? We have waste 3. A standard attack. Blessing. Increases the damage of 2. And 5 shields. Ruda is a key. And this is a key. So I think I'm gonna go with this. You've just added a page that contains a status effect to your Zagobor. Okay. Oh wait, can we... Status effects usually reduce their value each turn. Carefully choose the right moment and the right place in a Zagobor for pages with status effects. Can I take this off again? Because I would like to start with a bless. I don't know if this changes this. If we do this, and we attack him, because I just realized this, it ignores the shield. And then we go with the Ruda. And we go with this one on him. It worked. Oh, he's shielding him. Well, isn't that interesting? The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. We definitely would like to have this. Want him so he can't shield this guy. Now it's a key, so we can either choose 3 more or this. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh. The blessing now is gone, I guess. And he's dead. Very well, my friend, very well. We again have 3 shield. He has 4 attacks. We would risk of gaining 1 damage, but I think that's fine. If we do... Yeah, we do this, this. Yeah, -1. Alright. Deals 3, 4, and 2. Choose a new page. Any new pages are automatically added to the Black Book. Once and forever, the Page remains active for 1 turn. It affects other pages. Well versed. Firm. 2 shields. Well versed. Avoid. 5 shield. Babushka Mandalina. Increase the number of orders in the book in the next round by 1. This could be interesting. I don't quite understand what this means. Page remains active for 1 turn and affects other pages. I'm gonna take this one. Oh. 6 rubles and 125 experience. Continue.
The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The girl, Aksenia, assures you that from now on, every jar in the house will be crossed.
Alright, looks like our work here is done. Did we have new entries? No, nothing new. Okay. Oh, so I guess I need to go out and then on the map. And then the only way, of course, would be back. I think this is a great moment to take a break and make a pause. So far, I like what I see. It looks like there's quite a few things to take in, and unfortunately I'm not very familiar with card battler systems. I've not really played any other games with it, so I'm hoping the learning curve isn't too drastic. But so far I think it all makes sense. See, we got 2 encyclopedia entries, but we didn't get another Bailishka. Bailishka was the stories, right? Yeah, short stories. Okay, but I like the art style. There's obviously the underlying goal here. Lift the 7 seals. Return your husband that has taken his own life. Who has taken his own life? Clearly we don't believe this. And seeing that there are evil spirits and entities, about. Yeah, might well be. Anyhow, so far I'm enjoying it. I am really looking forward to see what else is going to come. Moving around the map seems so far a little bit tedious, but we'll see. I mean, it also gives us the opportunity to explore different places. But yeah, I'll take a break here for the time being. I'd love to hear your feedback. What's your opinion on the game? Have you played it? Any thoughts so far? But I'll certainly play it some more, and so watch out for the next episodes coming. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining me again on the new Let's Play of Black Book, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Until then, take care, look after yourself. Bye.